led me down the rabbit hole of learning what Christian Zionism is. And
as someone who used to be a Christian Zionist, I don't think we always fully realize the impact that belief system has on how we portray and perceive and react to what is happening in Israel and Gaza. Now, there are a lot of different flavors of Christian Zionism. Mine was couched in Mormonism, but it's basically the belief that the country of Israel had to be formed before Jesus could come again, and it has to be defended so he can come again. Now, the ability for Israel to defend itself, something we hear all the time, is crucial in this belief system because they also believe that Israel's going to do something to piss off the whole world. The whole world is going to hate them and want to fight them. Now, this is where in the Mormon version, the Mormons come in to save the day because is this a geopolitical conflict that has nothing to do with them? Yeah, no. They're always the main character in their own stories. So 2 Mormon prophets will come and defend Jews, defend Israel against all the rest of the world that is fighting them until they are killed. And then they will be paraded around the streets for 3 days and resurrected in front of everyone. Then Jesus will come back and destroy everyone who fought against Israel, but he can't come back until all of those other things happen first. So if you talk to a Christian Zionist right now and got them to be really honest, they probably wouldn't say that they're entirely upset with what's happening because it's a confirmation of their belief system. They think that this is proof that Jesus is coming, the second coming is close. So when you believe that narrative, when that is your belief system, how does it affect your perception and response to what is happening in Israel and Gaza? When I was a Christian Zionist, I was having a debate with a friend about the current then events in Israel and Gaza. Just a side note, since my last video, I've had a shocking number of people in my comments and DMs telling me to stay in my own lane and only talk about Idaho and that I need to tread lightly. And you know, I'm not a Janie come lately to this topic. I've been talking about it for a while. I've been talking about it far longer than I ever thought about talking about Idaho politics. So thank you for your input, but I will continue to talk about the topics that I think are important on my own platform. Now, I disagree with the position I took in this debate because I was conservative, I was a Christian Zionist, and it's really incredible when you don't just read things that reinforce your worldview and your religious belief system, how much your perspective changes. Now, in this debate, my friend brought up the human rights issues that were happening, particularly in Gaza. And I remember this conversation from 12 years ago. Actually, I think about it a lot and then I can't fall asleep because my response to think about the humanity of the Palestinian people, think about the gross human rights violations that they're being forced to live under. And my response was, you do remember how this all ends, right? Holy shit, 2011, Lindsay, holy shit. And within the framework of Christian Zionism, it didn't matter how terribly the Israeli government treated the Palestinian people. It was expected. I expected they do lots of really terrible things. And my job was always to defend them and stand with Israel because that was the side that Jesus was going to redeem in the second coming. So incredibly, wildly fucked up. But if you'd asked me about my religion, I'd say, no, my religion is about compassion and love and helping people find the love of God and be redeemed through Christ. When actually, I was using my religion to excuse atrocities against Palestinian people because I wanted to live with Jesus after I died. And I think these views fundamentally impact how we view and report and excuse the atrocities committed by the Israeli government.